Hi, I'm Pehchi, and we are back with the 11.17 patch notes.
And I will ooh-woo your pants off.
So the authors of this are Ari Su and Rio Tather, which is different than usual. And let's just jump right in. First are some League client improvements. They're updating the web browser at the heart of the League client. This will mean fewer crashes, lower memory consumption, and faster performance. It also unlocks our ability to make future improvements, so there's plenty of room to come. It's about time, or plenty more to come. RP pricing update. We're updating RP pricing for some regions for Teamfight Tactics in League of Legends on September 8th. That includes Brazil, Latin America, Russia, and Turkey, which will see increased prices due to exchange rates and tax changes. From August 23rd to September 8th, players will receive double bonus currency from all RP purchases. Check the link for specific numbers and times, which you can get at the official patch notes website. First champions. First we have Akshan. E, base damage decreased late, 80 ratio increase. Akshan can no longer revive teammates when he's dead. R, cooldown upon cancellation decreased. W, going rogue, counterplay. Akshan can no longer claim scoundrels when he's dead. E, heroic swing. Damage per shot remains at a base of 30 but increases by 20 with each rank, plus 17.5% bonus damage, times 1 plus 30% bonus attack speed. R, comeuppance. Cooldown upon cancellation went from 15 seconds to 5 seconds. Bugfixes. Passive, dirty fighting. Second attack will more consistently complete on targets when the first attack was executed at max range. Passive, dirty fighting, now correctly predicts whether the first attack will kill the target, including through shields and with Akshan's on-hit effects. A placeholder icon no longer appears under Akshan after gaining a shield from passive dirty fighting. E, heroic swing, will no longer end early on turrets. E, heroic swing's cooldown no longer gets reset when it kills a scarecrow effigy from Fiddlestick's passive or a clone from Shaco's R. We'll never get that right the first time. E, heroic swing, no longer gets extra range if he casts spells on enemies or places wards outside of its maximum distance. R, comeuppance, now consistently executes minions regardless of armor bonuses like Hullbreaker or Baron Nashor. Fix a bug where a single bullet from Akshan's R comeuppance dealt unusually lethal damage to Yorick's R. Eulogy of the Isles Maiden. Amumu! Q now has 2 charges. W damage increased early, decreased late. R stun duration no longer scales. Health and armor growth decreased. Base stats, health growth went from 80 to 75. Armor growth went from 3.8 to 3.5. Q, bandage toss. New, let's play again sometime. Amumu now has 2 charges of Q. Damage went from a base of 80 to 70, increasing by 30 with each rank, plus 85% ability power. Charge cooldown is now 16, decreasing by 0.5 with each rank. Charge cooldown has a base of 16, decreasing by 0.5 seconds with each rank. Cooldown between casts is 3 seconds, not reduced by ability haste. Removed original cooldown, which was a base of 10, decreasing by 0.5 seconds with each rank. W, despair. Base damage per second went from a base of 8 to 12, increasing by 4 with each rank. Max health damage per second remains at a base of 1, but now increases by 0.15 with each rank, plus 0.5% per 100 AP of target's maximum health. R, Curse of the Sad Mummy, stun duration went from a base of 1.5, increasing by 0.25 seconds with each rank to just a flat 1.5 seconds. Echo, passive damage against monsters increase. Passive Z Drive Resonance, increased damage against monsters went from 150% to 200%. Evelyn, R cooldown decrease. R, Last Caress, cooldown went from a base of 140 to 120, decreasing by 20 seconds with each rank. King Plink, Q now counts as a ranged basic attack. E scales better with crit. Barrel recharge time increase, but max charges now increase with rank. Passive Trial by Fire, move speed went from 30% to 15 to 30% by level. Q Parlay, got that joke. Updated pistols Go Pew counts as a ranged basic attack. E Powder Keg, new barrels Go Boom, benefits from critical strike damage at 125% effectiveness. Max barrels went from 3 at all ranks to 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Recharge time, stays at a base of 18 but decreases by 1 second with each rank. Graves, Q mana cost increased. Q end of the line, mana cost went from 60 to 80. Skin splash update, Crime City. Crime City Graves splash art has been updated. Aurelia, Q healing decrease. Q Blade Surge. Heal went from a base of 12 to 8, increasing by 2% attack damage with each rank. Kane, Assassin Kane passive damage decrease. Passive, the Darkened Scythe. Shadow Assassin bonus damage went from 12 to 44% magic damage to 8 to 30% magic damage. Leona, W bonus resistance decrease. W Eclipse, bonus armor magic resist went from a base of 20 to 15, increasing by 5 with each rank. Lysandra, base attack damage increase, Q mana cost decrease. Base stats, base attack damage went from 53 to 55, and Q Ice Shard, mana cost went from a base of 60 to 55, increasing by 5 with each rank. Lucian, base attack damage decrease. Lucian now gains on-hit damage when buffed by allies. R bullets now scale with crit chance rather than R rank. Base stats, base attack damage went from 64 to 62. Passive, Light Slinger. New Vigilance, ally buffs empower Lucian's next 2 basic attacks to deal an additional 14 plus 10% attack damage as magic damage. Lucian can store up to 4 Vigilance basic attacks at a time. W Ardent Blaze, mana cost went from 70 to 60. New Thanks Friend, triggers Vigilance when ally champion damages a marked target. R the Culling, number of shots went from 22, increasing with rank, to 22 plus 25% critical strike chance. Damage per shot went from a base of 20 to a base of 15, increasing by 15 plus 25% magic damage plus 15% ability power. Nami, base health increase, W mana cost decrease later. Base stats, her base health went from 475 to 490. W ebb and flow, mana cost remains at a base of 70 but increases by 10 with each rank. Senna, critical strike damage penalty reduced, attack speed ratio increase, soul drop rate increase. Passive, Absolution, critical strike damage went from 150% to 160%. Soul drop rate went from 4.166% to 10% for minions and small monsters Senna kills. Other drop rates unchanged. Teemo, E, Toxic Shot, magic damage on hit went from a base of 11 to 14, increasing by 11 plus 30% ability power with each rank. Viego, attack range reduced, base healing on possession reduced, scaling increase, Q damage multiplier from crit chance increased, E camo radius increase, R slow duration decreased. Base stats, attack range went from 225 to 200, passive Sovereign's Domination, healing upon possession went from 8% to 3% plus 3% bonus attack damage plus 2% ability power plus 5% attack speed. Q, Blade of the Ruined King, damage multiplier from crit chance went from 0 to 75% to 0 to 100% at 0 to 100% crit chance. E, Harrowed Path, camouflage detection radius went from 400 to 450. And then R, Heartbreaker, slow duration went from 0.5 seconds to 0.25 seconds. And he also has Bugfixes. Fix a bug where, when Viego possesses Zoe using passive Sovereign Domination, recasting Q Paddle Star would launch a second star that disappears. Fix a bug where Viego's basic ability cooldowns would get permanently reduced after gaining a Shellarando stacks while possessing Sona with a passive Sovereign's Domination. Fix a bug where, when Viego has Cled's W Violent Tendencies buff active as his possession ends, Viego's W Spectral Maw will be on cooldown. Fix a bug where, when Viego casts Kindra's W Wolf's Frenzy, just as his possession ends, he would no longer be able to cast W Spectral Maw. Zaya, Q cast time now decreases with attack speed, R damage increase. Q Double Daggers, cast time went from 0.25 seconds to 0.25 to 0.1 at 0 to 215% bonus attack speed. R Featherstorm, base damage went from a base of 125 to 200, increasing by 100 with each rank. Z, Q ratio increased, E ratio decreased, R cooldown increased late. Q Razor Shuriken, ratio 100% bonus attack damage went to 110% bonus attack damage. E, Shadow's Slash ratio, 80% bonus attack damage to 65% bonus attack damage. And our Deathmark cooldown went from 120 to remaining at 120, but now decreases by 20 seconds with each rank. Items, Divine Sunder, attack damage went from 40 to 35. Hullbreaker, health went from 300 to 400. Serpent's Fang, lethality went from 18 to 12. And Wit's End, on hit magic damage, went from 15 to 80 to 15 at levels 1 through 8, 25 through 80 at levels 9 to 18. Yomu's Ghostblade total cost went from 3,000 gold to 2,900 gold. Build path is now Caulfield's Warhammer, Serrated Dirk, and 700 gold. Attack damage went from 60 to 55, and new ability haste 15. Rune changed to Fleet Footwork. Healing went from 3 to 60 based on level, plus 30% AD, plus 20% AP, to 10 to 100 based on level, plus 40% AD, plus 30% AP. Healing versus minions went from 100% melee and 20% ranged to 20% melee, 10% ranged. A huge difference. Void Clash. The first weekend of the Void Theme Clash will be September 4th and 5th. Team formation for the first weekend will open starting on August 30th. The second weekend will be September 18th and 19th. The team formation will open starting on September 13th. Updated system requirements. Minimum system requirements for League of Legends and teamfight tactics on desktop are changing. In particular, Macs are now required to run Mac OS 10.12 or later. We update these requirements so we can focus on delivering new features rather than maintain old hardware. If your system meets or exceeds these specs, you're still good to go. Bug fixes. There's quite a few here, so bear with me. League Client fixed a bug that causes excessive slowness during the end of the game. Fixed a bug where Tahm Kench's ultimate availability HUD indicator was not graying out after his ult was used. Fixed a bug where Silas's R hijack cooldown would sometimes not revert correctly if he died while casting a hijacked ultimate. Fixed a bug where several visual bugs that occurred when Silas hijacked Gun Goddess Misfortune's R bullet time. Shaco's clone now correctly gains 10 gold from killing a ward and not 20. Fix a bug where Kassadin would sometimes be unable to cast his E Force Pulse when Mordekaiser uses R Realm of Death on Graves. Graves' W Smokescreen will now properly remain in the realm it was cast in. Fix a bug where Charms would briefly lose functionality when hitting enemy champions who were spamming move commands with certain abilities that allow movement while casting. Fix a bug where Callisto is still able to basic attack and lunge with passive martial Poiseife when she was charmed at the beginning of a basic attack windup. Fix a bug where an enemy immobilized Dr. Mundo while standing on top of him. His passive goes where he pleases. Canister would get destroyed before it hit the ground. Fix a bug where Wukong was able to entirely cancel the animation for Q Crushing Blow by entering a stop command. Fix a bug where Lilia's W Watch Out Eep! Extended Tooltip was missing the information that deals 50% damage to minions. Fix a bug where Caitlyn's R, Ace in the Hole, Extended Tooltip, and Level Up Tooltip did not contain its damage ratio. Fix a bug where the Cloth Armor Refillable Potion Starting Bundle would display plus one more text even though it does not grant a third item. Fix a bug where Nunu would get yeeted off the screen when hit by Rek'Sai's W on Burrow while channeling W biggest snowball ever. Fix a bug where Nunu's E Snowball Barrage was missing its tooltip when hovering during mid-cast. Fix another bug where Nunu's E Snowball Barrage tooltip was incorrectly displaying damage as total damage when it actually was per snowball. Fix a bug where Ravenous Hunter was healing against wards. Its tooltip now also correctly displays the amount of healing done. Fix a bug where Eternal Winter, Everfrost, or an upgrade was not displaying the actual number of champions rooted and slowed by the items active in the inventory tooltip. And lastly, fix a few bugs where Nico's voice lines in-game weren't always playing correctly or even at all, especially when entering disguise with passive inherent glamour. Nico's voice will also accurately play from Nico's location instead of the center of the screen. And upcoming skins in Chromas, we have Crime City Nightmare Akali, Shaco, Twisted Fate, Darius, Zyra, and then we have Brave Phoenix, Zaya, Anivia, and Seraphine. Additionally, they all come with their own chroma set. Thank you so much. If you would like to get updates and notifications whenever the patch note video goes live, make sure to subscribe, and I always appreciate a like as well. I would love to hear what you think about the new skin releases, especially Seraphine finally gained another skin. or the fact that Zaya does not have a skin with Rakan for the first time, I believe. Yeah, Rakan got one without her. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you.
Here's another one.